To the cloud. Okay. In my years, I've been practicing pharmacy over 20 years, and I understand the ins and outs of helping patients with disease state management, and also from a healthy lifestyle perspective, have a good grasp on eat the right things, move your body, and when you need medication or when you are under the care of a provider, follow those instructions, check in regularly, drink your water, all the things. And I will say personally, I was doing all the things, and I had just decided that I was going to always be, or as I got older, I was going to be tired. I was going to be overwhelmed, as a being a mom and being busy, working full time outside the home, inside the home. I just was gonna be. That's just how it is. It's what happens. And even when you start talking about when you get a diagnosis, or when when your doctor tells you you are pre-diabetic, or these things, you get these titles, and then you go, okay, well, the only this is just how it's going to be a lot of times. And nutrition, I think, doesn't get the fair we don't get a fair shake when it comes to learning about and encouraging us to really double down on what kind of food we're eating or not eating, and then how supplements can play a role. And it wasn't until I learned about plexus and gut health that I understood the pivotal it was pivotal in my life and in my journey, to be able to have a solid regimen, to be able to focus on gut health and improve my gut health, and understanding that it was possible. So I'm not going to talk too much more on that, because I do want to pass it over to Dr. Corey Cooper. Every month on Wellness Wednesday, the fourth Wednesday of the month, Dr. Corey and I talk about healthcare, plexus from a healthcare perspective, why we as healthcare providers and as PharmDs do share the benefits of plexus and gut health. We are the OG gut health company, and there's a reason why we remain a leader in this sector and in this area. So, without further ado, I will pass it over to Dr. Corey Cooper.
Hello, good evening, everyone. It's good to be on the call with you all tonight. So I'm Dr. Corey. So like Dr. Rachel, I'm a pharmacist as well, and really love the opportunity to talk about supplementation with people, because supplementation is about prevention. And a lot of times, especially in our community, we wait until things happen before we start to actually take action. And so the opportunity here tonight is for us to talk a little bit about why supplementation is important and why we should approach it in the way that we do with the Triplex program within Plexus. So how many of you brush your teeth? Raise your hand, you brush your teeth, for my people who are on camera. All right, yes, we brush our teeth. You don't brush your teeth because, so everybody brushes their teeth. Does everybody brush their teeth in the morning and in the evening? So how about that one? I know some people are some once a day brushers, but technically, right, we're supposed to brush our teeth twice a day. You don't think twice about brushing your teeth twice a day. And you brush your teeth once or twice a day because you want to keep them, right? Because we understand that if we don't take care of our teeth, then we were taught that at a very young age, right? That you're little, even if you weren't, all the little people had to brush their teeth in the morning and at night. Even if you weren't brushing your teeth at night, everybody else had to floss every day and brush their teeth morning and night. That's morning and night. That's how we were raised. So we weren't doing that because we knew that cavities were already present. We weren't doing that because we knew gum disease was already present. We were doing it because we don't want the effects of what happens when we don't take care of our teeth. We don't want bad breath. We don't want gum disease. We don't want our teeth to fall out later in life. So that is something that we do on a daily basis without fail that is aligned to prevention. And the funny thing about supplementation is somehow when we got older, we got our own opinions about how we should take care of ourselves, that we decided that there were certain things that we didn't need to do. So we didn't need to eat the right things. You know how you're growing up, it was eat your vegetables. We get older, we decided we don't need to do that. We didn't eat our vegetables. We got older and we decided, we can eat kind of whenever. We don't really have to focus on like eating a certain amount of meals a day. We just eat whenever. We don't focus on, or always had to be a protein, carb, and fat in my house. That was my mama's thing. You had to have a protein, carb, and a fat. We don't do that anymore because we get older and we let life happen to us. We get busy. We have busy careers. We are busy moms. We are raising not only our family, sometimes we're taking care of parents. We're doing all these things other than taking care of ourselves in the way that we were raised to take care of ourselves. So when I talk to people about supplementation, a lot of times people get caught up in, products that may focus on like weight loss or something like that, where it's an issue of I have an issue right now, and so now I need to do something about it. I can't go to the bathroom right now, so now I need to do something about it. I'm having a hard time eating certain foods, so now I got to do something about it. I got indigestion. I can't go to sleep at night. I'm up all night. I have no energy. It's all these things that we're talking about that people are asking about supplementation for because they feel like because they didn't do something a long time ago to help them not have to deal with their current situation as it relates to their health. And so I like to remind people, it's just like brushing your teeth. You don't think twice about whether or not you should brush your teeth because you know what happens if you don't brush your teeth. The same is true for supplementation. You either take care of your wellness now or you will take care of your illness later. And so when talking about taking care of our wellness is about prevention. I know prevention isn't sexy. I know people don't get caught up in prevention. They're not excited about it. It's not the cool thing. But the point behind supplementation is really about preventing the disease from actually happening, helping your body to function when you aren't taking care of it. So helping your body. So even if you don't always eat the right things, if you eat candy and then you forget to brush your teeth at night, you are still in this habit of brushing your teeth. So you're preventing what can occur as a result of not taking care of your teeth. But if you don't do things like supplementation, if you don't focus on eating the right amount of foods, using supplements to help support getting greens into your diet, if you're not, if you're consuming the standard American diet and not getting fiber, not getting greens intake in, then you are setting yourself up for a situation where you will have to deal with the consequences of not taking care of yourself. So I just want to challenge everyone tonight to not just think about, well, I have an issue. How do I deal with my issue? Because these are supplements, y'all. We're not talking about medications. So it does take a minute for you to have the benefits of the supplementation if you're trying to reverse something that's already present. So instead of trying to reverse something that's already present, we need to focus on really explaining the importance to people around prevention so that you don't have to deal with the illness later. Wellness now, so you don't deal with illness later, because it will show up. All the things that I listed off earlier, the not being able to go to the bathroom, feeling tired, having headaches, not losing weight, all of these different things that people complain to us about, that they're like, oh, I need supplementation for. The supplement is not going to immediately reverse these things. You're going to have to go through the process. So you might as well go through the process on the front end to prevent even having to have those experiences. We have to stop as a community waiting for stuff to happen before we actually take action, waiting for the doctor to tell you, oh, you should stop eating like that. And for someone to be like, oh, maybe now I should do something about it. So when we're educating people, when we're talking tonight about supplementation, I want everyone to be in that mindset of, it doesn't matter if I don't have something that I feel like I'm experiencing today. I don't have this specific testimony around something that changed in my health. Awesome. That's amazing. That's the testimony that you didn't have to wait You didn't have to get to the place of the illness to actually benefit. So that all the stress and all the stuff that you have going on in your life, that what you are doing on the prevention side is keeping you from the experience of having dis-ease or disease. So lean into the testimony of prevention and lean into the absence of illness and focus on wellness. So that is what supplementation is about. It's not when you get it, it's how do you prevent yourself from having that experience. So I know, Rachel, we're going to dive into some specific supplements to talk a little bit
Yes.
more about what
Yes,
that
but
might look like.
before we do that, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna ask a question. I'm gonna play
Mm-hmm.
devil's advocate a little bit, and I'm gonna say, well, Dr. Corey, I'm already going down that road of be having to be reactionary to something that I'm dealing with. What are some of the things that you have to say about supplementation when I'm already gone down that road?
Yeah, so good question, right? So then it's a question, well, supplementation even worth it, right? And so it 100% is, because here's what the great thing about the body is. So when you go you have that difficult conversation with your healthcare provider, and they're talking to you about, maybe we might have to consider a cholesterol medicine. We might have to consider a medicine for your blood sugar. Those are medications to help your body do what it is currently not doing. So if you stop the medication, then your body goes back to whatever it wasn't doing to help you maintain health and wellness. Supplementation is helping your body to learn how to do what it's supposed to do naturally on its own. It's basically cellular nutrition. So when we talk about the foods that we eat, that's macronutrition. So that carbohydrate, protein, and fat that our parents and mom always said we had to have at dinner every night. That's macronutrition. But then there's this consideration for micronutrition. And so if you are providing cellular nutrition, then you're helping your body to remember how to function in a way that it has forgotten because of all the things that we've done to it, by the foods that we've eaten, by the lack of sleep, by the stress that we have in our lives. So that if one day, right, you are like, you're back at that doctor's office and the doctor's saying, well, we don't have to start the medicine yet. It looks like you're kind of on a path. We could start the medicine, but I mean, you can continue doing what you're doing. That's the conversation you want to have, because it's a guarantee that supplements always I don't believe in you take the same supplement regimen for the rest of your life. I believe that you have to play with your supplements based upon what your body needs, because your body will need different things at different times. Different regimens will work for you at different times. But if you're taking a prescription, that is not helping your body to learn how to do what it needs to do. So it has eliminated this ability for you to help control your own wellness. It is just taking over for you. When you use supplements, you are learning what your body needs. You are learning how to nurture your body, how to nourish your body. So it is you being empowered in your own health when you're supplementing, versus when you're taking a prescription, you're giving your power away to the medication that's going to take over the responsibility of doing what your body's supposed to do. And I fully believe that we all have the capacity to be empowered enough in our health to be able to take charge of our health right now and not wait for someone else to tell us what to do. So if you're on the path, if you're already there, you're sitting in the doctor's office talking about what medication to use. You're talking about, hey, I haven't always made the best decision, so now I'm in this situation. Be empowered in that moment instead of giving your power over to say, help me, tell me what to do. No, I want to be empowered in my ability to help change the course of what this disease might look like over time. I want to be able to say, hey, I did have a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes, but now because of how I have changed in an empowered way, how I eat, how I nourish my cells, I don't require medication for it. That's a possibility. I know people always hesitate and they kind of, like, oh, well, you can't reverse for type 2 diabetes. There's this whole dynamic of, can you reverse diseases, or are you just keeping the disease under control, but the disease still exists? If you're taking a medication, probably that's what's happening. The disease still exists. You're just controlling it with the medication. But if you're teaching your body how to do things differently, if you're nourishing your body in the way that it gets the support that it needs to be able to do what it is naturally supposed to do, our bodies are amazing and do wonderful things for us. Then, in that to me is the opportunity for your body to actually reverse whatever the disease or whatever the impairment is that you might be experiencing. So
That's
supplementation
so
is equally as
good.
important. Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good. You hit the nail on the head. Thank you so much, Dr. Corey. I'm going to start sharing my screen now. I found my PowerPoint, and it just hits home what Dr. Corey was talking about. Optimal health is a big deal, and we do have the power. We can empower. We can feel empowered again, and I think that's one of my most favorite things about Plexus finding me is now I'm empowered to influence my health in a positive way by focusing on keeping my blood sugar in a healthy range, right? By improving overall wellness by focusing on my gut health. What does that even mean? That means, do you have more bad bacteria and fungus in your body than good? How are you changing that ratio and changing that dynamic? And that is where Plexus comes in. Um, Okay, you wanna go? You wanna go? Okay, so here those are a couple of testimonies. I'll come back to that, but I just want to highlight the product line and some of the things that we do to help support our cells, support our body at the cellular level, giving it what it needs to start to heal on its own. Right, our Plexus Triplex specifically, there's three products that are clinically have ingredients that have been clinically proven to heal a leaky gut. If you've ever heard or never heard of leaky gut, it is a gut permeability and our body, our things seeping out into our system that should not when our gut integrity is kind of compromised. So and then our body's natural response to that is to um start the inflammation process to get rid of those toxins that leak out, right? So then you start on this cascade of inflammation that starts to show up in different areas in our body, on our skin, uh in our brain, in our lungs, in our joints, and things that we might not have associated with our bodies, our gut health being impaired, or that we have dysbiosis, which is the imbalance of good to bad bacteria ratio, right? So what Triplex does is weed, seed, and feed our gut. So there are three products in the triplex, hence the tri in the word. One is our Slim Drink, which is very popular. You see it on the screen, and I have one of our hunger control slims here. It is our infamous pink drink, our famous pink drink. And it has chromium that helps with healthy glucose metabolism. It has beetroot extract, that's where it gets its color. It's sweetened with natural plant-based sweeteners. It helps to control sugar and carb cravings. It has prebiotic fiber that feeds our good bacteria, and it also has alpha lipoic acid. So alpha lipoic acid is important for cellular restoration. And Dr. Corey was talking about how are we supporting our cells, our body at the cellular level every day to do what they are intended to do, and how are we equipping ourselves. So when we have triplex on board, we know that one of those components, the Slim Drink, so you're drinking your prebiotics and it has all of those anti-inflammatory benefits. You're keeping your sugar and carb cravings down. Sugar and carbs, sugar and then carbs, when they're not used as energy, convert to fat, and that is what feeds bad bacteria and fungus. It feeds fungus, right? So when you're reversing that and helping to control those cravings, then that's how you're supporting a healthier gut microbiome. Probio 5 is our high power probiotic. All probiotics are not created equal. And as a pharmacist, I am somewhat hesitant to admit to you guys. I did not know that before I started learning and researching, and now know that the way the type of bacteria, the way that is manufactured or designed, our probiotic is second to none when it comes to antifungal component, as well as getting to the site, getting to the gut, and actually planting there and starting to see your gut. Our BioCleanse is helps out. It's a magnesium product. It's not a laxative. It's a magnesium product with vitamin C, bioflavonoids, and it just helps our body naturally detoxify. How are you getting the bad things out? The probiotic is helping to kill off that yeast and the bad and replanting your good bacteria. But this BioCleanse is basically going in, scrubbing all of that stuff out and flushing it down, not in a harsh way, in a very natural way. Your body, equipping your body to work like as it is designed. Right. So there's a theme there with Dr. Corey explained, and how our products work really go hand in hand. So that is our most popular combo. The triplex has ingredients that have been clinically proven to heal a leaky gut. When you heal your gut, you change everything. And you can do that consistently. So we ask for you to commit to at least 90 days. And you start seeing those numbers drop. You work with your doctor to maybe start having those different conversations about not going down the road or coming back down an exit strategy off of medication. Notice I said work with your doctor. So the supplements across the board cannot claim to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any diseases. But what I'm saying, and I want to say it again so you can hear, I know I'm being recorded, when these products have been clinically proven to heal a leaky gut. And when you do that, your body heals itself. So it's the products helping you with that consistency of what you should be getting from your diet. And for what a myriad of reasons we aren't, right? And toxins in our body, stress, low soil quality, um, all the things, heavy carb and sugar diets, sugar in our foods that we don't even know about, those kind of things, right? So have something on board to be able to help you consistently combat those things and equip your body to do what it is intended to do. I talked a little bit about Slim. Slim comes in two forms. One is hunger control because it has polydextrose, which is a bulk forming fiber. So it just helps you feel full. So it helps with portion control. So anybody that has weight loss as a goal, I recommend Hunger Control Slim, and specifically the black cherry lime flavor has spirulina, which is a antioxidant that also helps with healthy glucose metabolism. So it's another layer of helping keep your insulin in a healthy range throughout the day. Slim Microbiome Activating. It's our pink drink that is that has a different type of prebiotic fiber. So if weight loss is not a goal, or you have a lot of inflammation, maybe chronic GI issues, and we're having a bulk forming fiber might aggravate it, then I recommend you go with the Slim Microbiome Activating. But absolutely get with the person who sent you this recording or sent you to this call, and they will help guide you on what Slim is most appropriate for you. Reset. Um, when you talk about resetting your body at a cellular level, we talked about consistency on a gut health regimen like our triplex is key. But if you can have 3 days, Plexus has designed a reset that every day you have products, 8 products every day. And basically you just take this and go. All you have to do is add water or warm up some warm water. It's a collagen broth. So you have almost 70 or right over 70 grams of protein a day. So you keep your hunger pains at bay. You don't feel tired. You don't feel hangry. And it's just and you have a bar. We have a bar in that reset, and so you can chew. And we have our antioxidant drink, Active for natural energy, Slim. So 8 products that come in reset. It's a game changer when you are either trying to just get back on track and reset your metabolism in your body at the cellular level, or you're starting to usher in a new regimen like the triplex. I can't stress enough when you start to say, hey, change some things, and your body is like, what are we really doing? When you have the 3-day fast, nutritionally supported fast, it will be much easier, and your body is going to crave a different choices for you, and then it'll be easier or a nicer transition into a 30, 60, 90-day regimen. So I recommend everybody doing a reset. I do one. I did one once a month when they first came out. Now I do them probably every 6 to 8 weeks, just because I love how I feel. I feel lighter. People generally lose 6 pounds or more when they do a 3-day reset. And like I said, it just mentally helps you to focus on wanting to make better, healthy lifestyle choices. I'm gonna breeze through this. These are just some of our product line. I'm not gonna talk just for time's sake. Oh, let me go back. Just for time's sake, but I did highlight ProBio 5. And that's one of the components of our triplex. I also highlighted the oh, I know y'all want to hear about all of this stuff, and you will. Ask the person who invited you to this call or sent you this link to talk to you about all of these things. But I think it's really, really important for us tonight to talk about, because we talked about the importance of supplementation. We talked about why Plexus is different. We talked about our award-winning or our patented Slim Drink and our triplex, helping us to heal the leaky gut and equip ourselves with a reset to reset our metabolism and our cells at our body at the cellular level. I just want to talk about how you go about getting your products. And so these are all that I wish we had all night to talk about this. Okay. We do a product, Power of the Product Call, is led by our fearless leader, Robin Sullivan. And so once you join, you'll be able to go through each product. And the person, like I said, who invited you to the call or sent you this link can help you get a combo that is appropriate for your health goals. We here at Plexus love Plexus because we have a 60-day money back guarantee. We get 25% off of, as a VIP customer, you get 25% off of all of your purchases throughout the year, and there's no minimums to keep that discount. We have a second to none culture. As you can see on our team, we have some very dedicated ambassadors and VIP customers who love our products because they work, and we share them because they really we say share because they really sell themselves because they are so powerful. And the company does back that up with that 60-day money back guarantee. To become a VIP customer, you pay $9.95. So it's like you might as well just say free. It's $9.95 to unlock that 25% off discount for all of your purchases throughout the year. And the 60-day money back guarantee. If for some reason you try something for 60 days and you just go, for whatever reason or no reason, you just say, I'm not going to continue on that and I'm going to send it back. The company will stand behind the product and give you your money back. You get a referral link as a VIP customer, and basically you can send that out and you can get either cash or you can get products or you can get cash back. And decide you want to either get your products paid for, use your cash back for your products for the next month bill, or to create some margin in your budget. And I don't know if this is, what time is it? Okay, it's 8:03. I'm going to share this. I see we have our friend Maria here, and you can read her story here, but I'm just going to interject my business testimony. I never got into Plexus for the business. I was just blown away my sister, Dr. Adrienne Williams, who is my dentist, basically encouraged me to, hey, give this gut health thing, give the probiotics. It may help you. And so I did it for her. Really, I did it for her. But it was such a difference, and I said, oh well, if it can help me to feel like this, and I'm maybe it can help my mother-in-law, whose doctor told her she was pre-diabetic. Or maybe it can help my friend who had IBS, or maybe it can help this. So I just started to tell them. Or maybe, it can help somebody have natural energy when they feel overwhelmed and always tired. And so I just started telling people. And lo and behold, um, the company generously compensates us just for doing that. And I didn't set out for this to be like as big as it got for me. But it just has satisfied so many of my goals that I thought that I would have to continue to, or maybe go out in the field, and leave my family and travel to get the benefits of what I'm getting with Plexus, sitting in my office talking to you guys like this all day. So I'm going to stop sharing. And this is just a little bit, just put some numbers to our referral program, and definitely talk to the person who invited you to talk more about how they get their referral link and how they start to share right away, because this month you can earn a walking pad. And I don't know about you, but I've been having my eye on that walking pad, but I didn't want to spend I think I looked it up and it was like $300 or something. And I was like, I don't want to send, I could just go outside and walk. But if I can have it in my office right under my desk during my break time, or when I just need to move around, isn't that great? And we have the opportunity to win one or to earn one of those. So get with the person who in addition to these referral bonuses, you could also win and you see my watch. This is what I earned last month. I earned this. And no, it's not an Apple Watch because I'm Team Android. It's the Galaxy. So don't you love a company that just meets you where you are and lets you pick what prize you want to get, right? I'm gonna stop sharing. And let's see. Okay. I don't see anything else in the chat. I really do appreciate you, Dr. Corey Cooper, for breaking it down so well, and just so easy to digest. And it gave me a couple more nuggets on why I'm going to continue to always be where I am with Plexus, because it is helping me to not have to go down some of those roads, and actually with an exit strategy off of some of the things that I dealt with or felt like were going to be that's just how it is, right? Lifestyle. So thank you so much for sharing those nuggets. Thank you guys for hopping on. Get with the person who invited you to this call, and we'll see you soon on the other side.
Thank you, Dr. Corey and Dr. Rachel. Have a good night, everyone.
Y'all have a good night.
That was great,
Good
y'all. Thank y'all
night.
so much.
Thank
Good night.
you. Good night.
Good night.